YouTube, how you doing? Look at our aqua dragons there. Look how big they are. And huge. And we think they're having more babies. I call that one Phil. Amazing. What up YouTube, how you doing? Sorry about the lighting. It's Tuesday. Starting the vlog here this week. I didn't do any filming yesterday. I was having a little bit of a cleanse. Well, I say cleanse. I probably was worse yesterday when it comes to social media, but I've kind of today taken my stuff, taken myself off Facebook and stuff like that. I've unfollowed literally everybody on my Facebook, so now all it is you know, eBay groups and other groups that I'm a part of. Sorry about the lighting. I can't shut the shed door because the kids are in the house by themselves. Yeah, I got deep into arguing with people yesterday about all this stuff that's going on. I need to knock it on the head. I need to not be getting involved. Yeah, this morning, I'm sending my morning. I've took all the photos of all those jeans, but I've got to store them, so I've now got to go through them all individually and give them a SKU number, which is a pain in the ass. I ain't gonna lie, it's a nightmare. So I'm having to find space in these tubs and then give them their own personal SKU, so I know which tub it's in. It's a freaking nightmare. I've also got to find the stuff out that I'm sending out today as well. But yeah, another day in lockdown. It's always that one that you need, ain't it? It's always that far corner one. It's never the first one. It's never the first one you need. It's always that one. What up YouTube, how you doing? Just on my way home, just been to the post office. I completely forgot to show you what I was packing up today. Completely forgot to do. I just started packing up and then went, oh crap, I ain't filmed nothing. Yeah, not a bad weekend. Back better, but I've had an alright sale today. I had a £100 sale today for a jacket. I had it on for like 130 quid, but I took 100 quid for a best offer, so I was happy with that. Dries Van Nouten or something like that. But yeah, we found out today, like they're announcing on the news and stuff like that, that they're not sure whether the schools are going to be taking all the kids back, which, to be fair, she took it pretty well. I explained it to Lace. She took it pretty well. She was like, okay, we'll see, but it's up to the schools, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it's up to the schools whether they want to do it. I'm hoping that maybe the schools will say they'll take some. The thing is, I don't mind having Lace at home, I couldn't give a shit, but you can tell it's having like a kind of effect. I don't know, this thing of just, you know, us going to the field and us like going out. Well, obviously we take her for walks. She's been to the shopping with her mum and stuff like that. But you know, not being able to like go. She loved her dance class. That was one of the biggest things that she loved doing, and she's been doing online classes. But apparently, I think she's reviewing it in July to see if she can have like people back. We'll see. But yeah, you can just tell she's bored. She's getting angsty with me now, you know what I mean? She doesn't want to do particularly the school work that we're doing because it's boring. Her friends aren't around, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope that they take like some, or even if it's 1 day a week, even if it's just 1 day a week and she can go back for 1 day, it wouldn't be that big of a problem. But yeah, I'm trying to do like 2 hours of that. Oh, I've just lost my receipts, give me a second. I nearly got it. Yeah, I've been trying to do 2 hours a day of getting photographs done, so yeah, just getting into a bit of a routine. I just can't. Lost them again. It's like, I'm in kind of gym shorts. Should know I'm in there. But yeah, trying to do 2 hours a day, listen to a podcast thing, and then I'm gonna I might go for a run tomorrow morning. I don't know. I'm trying to get at least 3 in a week. But if I don't do it tomorrow, I haven't done any this week. If I don't do it tomorrow, that leaves me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I get 3 in those days. We'll see. But yeah. What up YouTube? How you doing? It is Wednesday. Just finished PE with Joe. Yeah, what I was saying yesterday, I was going to add a little bit onto yesterday, but I completely forgot to film. I mean, this week, I don't know why, I'm not particularly in the mood today. I haven't been in the mood to be doing any kind of vlogging. We'll see what we get by the end of the week. Yeah, I was talking about with Lacey's school and stuff like that. I was chatting to DBG the other day. I got involved in a chat. I couldn't sleep the other night, and I got caught in a live chat with Mel back from Burnout. If you don't follow Mel back from Burnout, she's an Australian reseller. It was a really good chat. I really enjoyed the chat, to be fair. And I think, yeah, if you're not subscribed to Mel, go and subscribe to Mel so I can hear him talking, distracting me. We're talking about kind of eBay guilt during this kind of lockdown. And you do feel like that. Like, I've just been lying there doing a bit of listing. I've got loads of photos on my phone. I'll do photos in the afternoon, and then the sun goes around my house, and I take all my photos in my kitchen, and it just completely ruins the photos if I take any photos with the sun in the kitchen. But we're talking about like kind of eBay guilt and trying to find time off, feeling guilty when you start doing like a bit of eBay, and I've definitely had that through this lockdown. It's like this morning, Lacey come down about 7, something like that. She got a maths book out. She's done like 4 pages of maths. We've done PE with Joe, and then she goes, "Do you mind if I go and play my Nintendo?" And I'm like, "No." So she's just gonna play Nintendo, but it's only what, 10, half 10. You're kind of like, well, what are we going to do for the rest of the day? You know what I mean? I want to get her to do a bit of her English book. But it's just getting to this point where it's like, you know what I mean? I think we're all sick of just being stuck in here. One of the biggest things when it comes to lads going to school as well is just, and that this sounds horrible, are having a break away from like Liam. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, Liam's autistic, and it can be a lot of work. We've already had some. He's been having a bad couple of days. We've already had some commotion today, and it can be a lot of work. He does a lot of echolalia. If you don't know what echolalia is, there's some videos with his echolalia, and we just repeat stuff over and over again. And if you're not in the right mindset, it can drive you insane. Lacey, to be fair, is normally really good at it, but I think she's getting to a point where she's been locked down with him for 10 weeks now, and I think without having a break from Liam, well, she's had a couple of breaks, but not really like a significant break away from him. And you can tell it's like she's a little bit more snappy with him at the minute, and we could try and tell her to be like patient and stuff like that. But she's snappy with him, he's snappy back, and it turns into like an argument. So we'll see what happens with the schools. I'm more thinking that after speaking to her teacher, like Liam's teacher the other week, I don't see them taking any more kids in. But yeah, it's just pants. And then even September, what's going to happen in September, we don't know. Like, I heard something on the news today about, you had these Nightingale hospitals. What about having Nightingale schools? I just think there just needs to be something for kids to interact with kids. I know you can do it online, but like face to face, you know what I mean? I just think there needs something. I think it's definitely one of the things in this pandemic that's been kind of lost is I know obviously you've got to protect the elderly and the vulnerable, but kids have just been kind of left out of it a bit, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'll be taking some photos. I'm actually live with Peter Cummins, Vinegar Jar. I'll promote his channel if you don't. Go and subscribe to Peter Vinegar Jar. Um, I'm live with him and Lex and Shell Rooney later, I think. So that'll be fun. I'll try and find a place somewhere where I'm not going to have the kids screaming in the background because it'll be around bedtime. So um, they're not. They're sometimes they're alright, but tonight will be the night that they'll throw a freaking wobbler because obviously I need to be on the laptop tonight, so tonight will be the night where they'll throw an absolute wobbler while I'm on there. But yeah, another day in lockdown, just getting some listening done. I think it's also I'm kind of like my kind. Well, maybe it's not gonna because I do it all the way through the week. I'd at least go sourcing 2 or 3 times a week when the car boots on. Just echolate. That's his echolate there. So he's watching something and just copying what I'm doing. So yeah, my kind of come Monday. So I had to just tend to be quiet a bit, and that involves him kicking off. So I had to turn it off. What was I saying? Yeah, I kind of, but charity shops that should be opening come next week. Car boot should be opening soon. So my kind of routine's getting to normal. Shell's routine hasn't really changed. Liam's loving life. But I realised it's a bit, it's a bit shit. But yeah, it's another day. Actually, I've just thought of something else I want to talk about. Another update on me having issues with Hermes. Now I've been on about them sending me invoices for weight and stuff like that. I think they've been squashed. One of them I know has been squashed. The other one, they are getting in touch with the warehouse for proof that the wait was over. I just think it's ridiculous. Get the proof first and then send me. It's just a thing that they're just expected to pay the invoice. So I think they're both going to be squashed. But another reason now, and this thing, it's just my experience with Hermes. I think there's a lot of people that have really good experiences with Hermes, and I think I can't remember his video I was watching the other day, and they were talking about they're going to be using Hermes on a regular basis now because it's collection and stuff like that. Now the driver who comes and picks up for me is brilliant. He's ideal. Comes consistently, all like every day. He even had one the other week where his system was down, and he gave me a ring to make sure that I had it. So I feel sorry for him. He was getting, coming and picking up 15 to 20 parcels every other day. And now he's not going to have that, which is a bit shit for him. But another one where I've had an issue with them, they had a batch of parcels. So you're talking about 10 to 20, let's say more it is, 10 to 20 parcels with them every time when they come and pick up. And something happened with one of the batches of parcels that went out with them. And they all got lost or something happened with the barcodes. And I'm still having issues now with customers getting in touch, and I've just had one which has just reminded me. A customer asking me where their parcel is and have I got an ETA and stuff like that. I understand there's obviously issues and shit can happen, but I think it's just I've only been using them through this lockdown period consistently, and like the first issue with me not being able to get in touch with them to find out if a driver was coming to pick them up, I think it ended up being 2 days delayed for me getting them picked up. Luckily, at the minute with eBay are taking off any kind of faults on your account for delays, so that's not that bad. But still, that where they didn't come pick up for 2 days, and I had to go through the ball ache of being on the phone for like literally half an hour, going through every tracking number to get it refunded to me, and it took me a good,
I think it was half an hour altogether. I think it might have been. I'm not sure, but it was like being on the phone, getting in touch with them, going through every tracking number for them to refund me. So then I had to rebook them, and then they collected them. Then I've had these two. Then I've had these two things with the weights. But I did have one. I had one where they were on about the weight, and I went, okay, I don't think I weighed it. Um, I was kind of doing, I'm pretty good. I said maybe I could challenge it, but I was like, okay, I'll give it. I don't think I've weighed it. I've kind of took a guess. I think it was under two, but I was like, okay, I'll pay it. But now I'm weighing everything. Been weighing everything, and I get another two, which looks like, and then now this one where there's a batch of like 15 parcels where the barcodes have gone tits up, and I'm now having people get in touch with me every day saying, "Do you know where this parcel is?" It just it's just a nightmare. Like just getting in touch with them to try and ask them, like, "Do you know where these parcels are?" They're like, "No, we're having to manually." I think what's happened from my experience of dealing with couriers in the past is it can be scanned, and because they don't look at the say the postcode, like physically look at the postcode, they just scan it. If that postcode, if that scan, that barcode, there we go. If that barcode is wrong, it'll send it to a different part of the country. So what I'm guessing is 15 of these parcels have been scanned and been sent to all different depots all over the country, and they're having to manually go through them. So I'm not sure if it was like a day or a few days. I'm not sure, but yeah, just keeps piling up. The shit show that is me using Hermes. I just hope they get sorted because I'm fed up having messages. But at least eBay have kind of like having a little bit of leeway with delayed parcels. But yeah, freaking Hermes.
What up, YouTube? How you doing? It's me, your favourite today. It is Thursday. I had probably 2 hours sleep last night. I'm knackered. I'm proper tired. Um, I don't know what happened. I stayed. We did the. Oh, yeah, something. Did the live with Peter Cummins, the Vinegar Jar. Go and follow him if you're not following him, or subscribe, whatever the freaking words are. Yeah, did the live with Peter Cummins, Lex, and Shelley. It was good fun. Always fun to have some banter with them guys. Yeah, and then I played a little bit of Xbox. Then I did some photos, so I took photos till about 12:30. I went to bed. I don't know, overthinking again. I get something in my head. Like I'm all right. More after a few days, but if I get something in my head, and I just can't sleep, and I just started doing listing. I did listing till about 3:30, and then I thought, right, I'll try and get some sleep. And then the kids got me up at like, I had I don't know. I might have laid down about 3:30, maybe got off about 4:45, and then the kids had me up at 6:30. So I am flagging today. The kids are both downstairs. They're both kind of behaving. To look at my eyes. Really tired. But yeah, I enjoyed that live. I did. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I've been saying I need to do. So there is times I do get invited onto kind of lives and stuff like that, or I'm in a chat where someone says pop in and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like I get lost in the shuffle when it comes to live. So I'm not someone who I like the way Peter did it because it's kind of like a question thing. So it comes round to you. You're not having to kind of interrupt. There's a hair somewhere on my face, and I know there's a hair somewhere on my face. I know I've got quite a few hairs on my beard, but it's like a longer hair than ain't mine. It's there, made. Oh, it's mine that's sticking out. Anyway, yeah, I kind of enjoyed the way Peter does it because it's questions, so it kind of comes round to you. You're not trying to go or worried about interrupting anyone. And I always feel like I'm too quiet on those lives as well. But yeah, I feel like I maybe should do some more. I enjoyed that last night. So Peter, if you're watching, even though he admitted yesterday on his live he doesn't watch anybody's vlogs, I don't either. Thank you for having me on. But yeah, I just didn't get any sleep. I'm absolutely shattered. As I said, just overthinking. I think my biggest worry at the minute is Lace. Just worrying about like how this kind of lockdown for kind of 5-6 months of her having no school is going to affect her in the long run. Well, not really in the long run. She's pretty durable, but just through this period, she seems happy enough. I've spoke to her. She hates it when I speak to her, but I kind of like sat down and going, "You're alright. You can speak to me. I know you hate me, but you can speak to me if there's any problems." But she's a bit like kind of worried about. She's a bit like peed off that there's a hair, so it's she's a bit peed off. She's not going back to school, but. It's really annoying me. I've got to stop. I'm going to ignore it. She's a little bit worried that she's not going back to school, but we've got in touch with like the teacher that I was speaking to the other week to see like what their plans are and stuff like that. If there is an option for me, I think I said the other day, just so she can have a break from the chaos that our house can be sometimes. We're even thinking, like we've talked about it for a while, to be fair. We're even thinking, because she's getting to that age now, she's 8, and she like wants her own privacy. We sort our bedroom. She's free to go in our bedroom whenever she wants, and she does spend time in our bedroom. But we're thinking about kind of changing our bedroom into her bedroom, and then us going in with Liam, just so she has like some free space until we get sorted which we've kind of put on hold at the minute, because with everything that's going on we don't know what, what I mean, no one knows what's going on. I think it's the last thing we're thinking about is an extension. Not the last thing, but yeah. So we're thinking about turning our bedroom, so I'm really tired, turning our bedroom into her bedroom, and then us kind of having like a separate wall, like a kind of manufactured wall down the middle of the kids' room, and then us basically sleeping on the other end. Just keeping our clothes in her room, and her having like, I don't know, we'll sort it out. But we just wanted to have our own space. But yeah, I'm knackered. So I'm going to show you what's going out today. Some bids ended yesterday. I'm going to try and not say bids 57 times. I watched a video that I did and it was like bids. So I just kept saying bids over and over again. But yeah, some of these have gone on bids. I'll try and remember the prices, not guaranteeing anything. And then I'll show you what I've got down the stairs that I got out of the shed. Is there any bids on? Right, excuse the travel box. It looks like shite. So yeah, this one went for a bidding. I don't want to say I keep saying bids, it annoyed me the other day. This one went on bids. Feck it. Sold for 99p. It cost me £1. So yeah, lost money out on that. It's gone. Kind of crocodile Dundee. It's Oklahoma. Well, was it the state of Oklahoma suede leather hat? That went for $12.99. The bids, a plate. It's kind of like a collector's plate. I'm not, but Bavaria. I know that one. That cost me £1.50. It went for $1.99. A little bag of Lego went for 99p. Nothing there. Some Ben 10, a Ben 10 figure. I think that went for 99p again. Bids. Matt Hardy. If anybody knows that, let me know. Yeah, Matt Hardy, that went for $1.99, and then a couple of pairs of shoes, some walking shoes, they went for $3.99, and some XY something, XYX, some or other. Sorry, that went for 15. So yeah, that went for 15. So yeah, that's my sales out of the loft. Right, and then out of the shed, got a Ben 10 figure Heat Blast, that went for £4.50. Some Columbia Sportswear trousers. Yeah, Columbia Sportswear trousers, XL regular, women's. I'll put that in the listing. They went for £7. You got a WWE Dolph Ziggler t-shirt, that went on bids, unfortunately, for like £2.20. Cost me £2. Again, which is very strange, it's selling in June. Is it June? July? I don't know. A Disney George Olaf Christmas jumper. That went for £3 on bids. Some Maya. It's the first time I got this brand. Maya Modern Comfort, kind of pink salmon trousers. Sorry about the mess of the floor, children. Well, not you, the other kid. That went for 25. Got some Levi jeans out of the wholesale haul. They went for £24. Again, some more Levi jeans. They went for 27, I think it was. Again, all from this haul that I got last week. Another pair of Levi jeans. They went for 16. A Man United top. That went for 11. And then some Diesel jeans. Shire, or whatever the fuck it is. They went from the haul. But some Diesel jeans that I already had, and they went for £28. So yeah, that was my sales going out today. Right, what up YouTube? How you doing? Yeah, as I said last week, I'm gonna start including my top 4 sales in my weekly vlog. I had a few people, had a couple of people privately message me, and a few people comment saying about doing a separate sales video, separate haul videos. I will get back to that, but I think it's going to be September time when the kids ain't around. I don't know if you can hear a little girl laughing in the background. She's playing some game, so she's giggling, so excuse if you're a little girl laughing. But yeah, so these are my top 4 sales. I will get back to doing top 10s and haul videos. Just at the minute while I've got the kids, it's impossible. So right, in at number 4. Now this, let's get my notes. This was from the haul that I bought from Amy. Monsoon Artisan hand embellished beaded sleeveless dress gown thingamajig. So I think when I broke it down, when I counted everything that I had off Amy and what I paid, it was like $1.94 for the dress. So it ended up costing me £1.94. took a best offer of $16.99. With prices, that's the thing. Amy might be watching this and turn her hair out. I don't know. But I just kind of go by the prices on eBay. I know Carla's had a pop. I say pop. Had a go at me before about my prices on certain things. So if somebody's throwing themselves, yeah, because this did sell pretty quick. I apologise, but yeah, I took a best offer of $16.99 on this. So it's $20.99 with £4 postage, £14.82 cash back in the pocket, with a profit of £12.88. I had a mate get in touch with me who watches my vlogs the other day saying, what does cash in the pocket mean? I'm not 100% on kind of the terms of turnover and stuff like that. So all cash in the pocket is basically the profit plus what I paid for the item. So it's basically just the money I'm getting back in my pocket. The profit's £12.88, so £12.88 plus £1.94 is £14.82. So that ends up being the cash back in my pocket, basically after fees. So yeah, that was number 4. As I said, this week, well, last week it wasn't the best for sales wise. This week's been much better, but yeah, it wasn't the best for sales wise this week. Yeah, I had this for a while. I thought I'd already sold this when it come up as sold. I was like, I swear I've already got rid of this, but nah, I must have had a similar kind of coat. So this is a vintage England Umbro kind of couch puffer jacket, what you'd see the couch wearing on the touchline. This cost me £7. It ended up selling for 29. I have had it for a while, so with £4 postage, so it ended up going for 25, I think it was. Yeah, so I ended up going for 25. Cash back in my packet was £20.73 with a profit of £13.73. As you know, if you've been watching for a long time, if you haven't, I know I've had a few new subscribers. I pick up anything kind of football, really. I like kind of collecting them. I like looking them on my eBay list. It's kind of like a geeky collection kind of thing. But yeah, so that was number 3 in the top 4 sales. In at number 2. Now this is from a haul that I got from a reseller last year, I think it was. Yeah, last June, July time. A Spada motorcycle jacket. I went through a phase. This came in that haul, but I've still got loads of motorcycle jackets to do in the loft that I've just got on bids that don't seem to be going anywhere. But I went through a phase of picking up Spada motorcycle stuff. This, yeah, it's hard to work out, because at the time I didn't work out exactly how much to the penny each bit of clothing cost me in that haul. So I kind of just say £1. So it cost me under £1 anyway. It says $29.99. But it went for $30.99 with £6 postage. So what's that? So it went for $24.99. Yeah, so not that bad. I've had it for a while. I've had it for over a year. So it went for $24.99. Cash back in the pocket $21.99 with a profit of $21.19. Sorry, cash back in my pocket with a profit of $20.19. And then in at number 1, out the same haul. Probably should have gone with a jacket. With these Spada Textile Salopettes, motorcycle trousers, suspenders, braces, blah blah blah. I think they sold for, was it 35? Yeah, so $34.99 these eventually went for. Again, had them for over a year. Glad to see the back of them. They might ruin. But yeah, so those were my top 4 sales. This week has been much better. As I said, I will get back to doing separate videos of these. Yeah. So I just had a message come up from my wife. But yeah, so I will get back to doing single videos for these and for hauls and stuff like that. But up until September, I think I'm going to do a live on a Friday. But I think up until September, it's pointless me trying to make haul videos. They'll be edited and clipped, and then you'll probably catch one of them where for God's sake, kids, can you just give me 2 minutes? So I don't want to catch that on video. Anyway, so yeah, these were for $34.99. They cost me £1, or less than £1. So yeah, so this is what I have to work with. So cashback of product was $27.34, and I made a profit of $26.34. So those are my top 4 sales. What up, YouTube? How you doing? Just coming back from the post office. I am battered. I'm completely out. I'm a walking zombie at the minute. We ended up this afternoon. Had the sun kicking off all afternoon. Had this game that he's been after for ages. It's like if you've ever heard of Talking Tom. It's like a cat that you can have on your phone and you talk to, and it repeats what you say, and you can play games. Well, they're bringing out this game. He's got all the Talking Tom games. They're bringing out this game called Talking Tom and Friends, where he has all his friends and they live in this little house and they do stuff. He's been after it for ages, and obviously he doesn't get dates or times or like, I don't know, wait. You know what I mean? So he doesn't really get release dates, but like he does like his dates and everything in the morning. And we've been saying that this game comes out on number 12. It comes out on Friday 12. He's like, Friday 12. So he's like kind of registered on Friday 12. This game comes out. So I pre-registered it on my phone to make sure I got it when I knew when it came out. So today, all of a sudden it starts downloading on my phone. So I was like, whoa. Okay, so we're going to get this game. So I show him and say, look, you can, look, Talking Tom and Friends. So I was letting him have a look at my phone. I was like, right, I'm going to get on this tablet, download it, everything's going to be sweet, he's going to be happy as Larry. Gets on his tablet, and his tablet's like an Amazon, which I didn't realise, like an Amazon app store, and it's not out on the Amazon app store. So now, unless I let him play on my phone, or now my wife's downloaded it, all hell's breaking loose because he wants this game. He was told he was getting it on the 12th, now it's the 11th, but he thought he was getting it on the 12th. We just thought he'd get it, so chaos, absolute chaos. Also, we've, I think I mentioned earlier about the fact that we're talking to the school about Lace. Now one of the things that we kind of sorted out with Lace, you know, with the stuff with Liam and his autism and stuff like that, it can, obviously it's hard on me and Shell, but it also can be hard on Lace. So we kind of we sorted out ages ago. One of the main things when we were talking to like people about Liam and his autism was, one of the major things was we wanted to talk about how it's going to affect Lace as well. You know, we only live in a 2-bedroom house, so we while she's been at school, we've like asked if she can have like time if she needs to speak to someone and blah blah, and just have like, you know, 5 minutes 5 minutes speaking to someone, you know, if she feels down, or maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks. Just one of the teachers goes and like has a little sit in the room with her and talks to her and see how she is. We haven't had any issues. She says her brother's annoying, which, whatever. But she's not like, she doesn't feel down or anything. She just says he's annoying when he wakes up at 5 AM and all this stuff. So, my arm again. So like when we spoke to the school, we found at the school Shell found at school today and just said, have you got any updates about what's going on? Are you one of the schools that's going to be taking any kids back? And they said, I think they're not looking at taking any kids back, but they said one of the names on the list for the kids that they were thinking about taking back through the school, because they've been told to take as many kids back as they can, and Lacey's on the list because she's had this counselling that we put her forward for. So we're going to speak to Lacey, see what she wants to do. I haven't mentioned it to her yet. But obviously she won't be in a normal classroom, and I know a lot of people are kind of like, the kids shouldn't be going back to school and stuff, but from what we can see, it seems alright. For us, it's more, as I've been discussing it today, I'm not bothered, I'll have Lace at home. There's only so much we can do at the minute. and it's getting repetitive, and I can tell she's getting bored. I can tell, like, you know, there's certain times of the day where she says I'm bored, I'm fed up. So we're thinking more for like her mental health, to like get around some kids, or like around like the school and stuff like that. It's not going around and just see how it works. She's sensible in the way that she knows that she's got to keep her distance. But yeah, so I think for me and her mum are kind of like, yeah, we'll send her back. We've just got to speak to her, see what she wants to do. But yeah, it's good the offer's there anyway. What else? Yeah, I had the Hermes driver come round today. He's screwing because I'm not using him anymore. I'll edit this out if I've already spoken about it. But he's screwing that we're not using him anymore. He said he's missing out like £300 a month or something on the parcels that I'll give him. I don't think I'll give him that much, but yeah, but he's screwing. But still, I've got like, I said it was 15 parcels yesterday. When I spoke to the wife, I always exaggerate a bit. It wasn't 15, it was 7. So I've got like 7 parcels at the minute. They're in limbo, and I'm having messages of people all the time like, where's my parcel? When's it coming? Pain in the arse. But I need some sleep, because I look rough though. I need some sleep. But I know the kids ain't going to let me sleep. And I still need to kind of get my 2 hours photos done today. We'll see what happens. I can't see me doing it.
Hey you! Where are you going? Which one's Rosie? Which one's Charlie?
Rosie's with the white collar.
Whoa! Double teaming me.
Charlie's with the black collar.
Which one are you? Ah, there's Rosie. Hi, Rosie.
Rosie's a girl and Charlie's a boy.
Ah, I've got it now. Oi! Michelle Green, Rosie and Charlie.
Michelle Green.
Yeah.
That's the duo.
Hi! Here's your babies. Look at them, the nuts. You're gonna have loads of fun. No.
She can never work out which is which. I said Rosie
Right.
and I.
Okay. I can do that. Oh, yeah.
Rosie and Charlie.
That one over the back. There. Oh, no, it's that one. No. That's Charlie. And there's Rosie. Rosie! Rosie! Hello?
Morning. Good morning. Say hi. Hi.
There we go. What up, YouTube? How you doing? It is Friday. I've just finished live from the loft. I'm knackered. I had to lie down the whole time. I had to put the laptop there and then kind of lie that way because of the glare of this light. It doesn't come up on this camera, on the laptop camera. My beard looks long. On the laptop camera, it glares down. It looks like I've got a halo over me. Yeah, I just ended the thingy and I said to Rebecca, I know Rebecca watches my vlogs, I'll keep the hat on to annoy you. I didn't mean to sound harsh. Yeah, I like wearing the hat. It's not about the fact that I've got kind of age baldness. I will not wear the hat sometimes because it's warm, but I just like wearing the hat. So yeah, I'm not going to not take that. I'm not going to not wear the hat, Rebecca. But yeah, I'm going to put on a clip before this clip of the cats. If you don't know, if you haven't been keeping in touch or keeping in thingy with the weekly vlogs, we're getting some kittens in a couple of weeks. They look mental. I'll see if I can get some other clips as well. But I'm gonna put them on before this. But I think I mentioned on the weekly vlog last week that we were getting some tests done for some FIV kind of thing. They've had the tests done and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They're healthy. They're brilliant. We've just, I think, a month into us having them, we've got to get them, you know, their bits cut off or whatever. It's spayed. I don't know. I'm crap with that stuff. I'm just going to play with them. I'm not going to be looking after them. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having a couple of kittens and stuff. What up, YouTube? Man, I look knackered. It's about 7, something like that. It's Saturday. Just on the way out. Oh, I'm knackered, that really hurt, that did. I hadn't been for a run all week. I got up this morning and I was like, sorry, I couldn't sleep again. I just can't sleep. I get a thought in my head just before I'm going to bed. And I get this thought in my head and then I just can't get it out of my head and then I'm up like mouse the night. Just thinking about like this one thing. What was it last night? That was it. The other nights was I was worried about Lace, you know, with her school and that. And I was worried about, oh god, another 2 months in lockdown, it's going to drive her insane. We think we've got that sorted now. And then what was the other side? The other thing I was thinking, am I too harsh on my kids? Just the thoughts that get in my head. And it just eats away. I need to stop. I need to do some kind of meditation. I've been on about that for years, never do it. I had a whole thing I was going to talk about when I got to this point, and I've completely forgot about it. Now I've had a run. That was it, I remember now. Yeah, tomorrow all the shops open in Wolverhampton apparently. I think my car boot opens next Sunday, and I'm like, I don't know why, I'm getting nervous about it now. You know, especially with the car boot, because I have to pay, you know, I have to pay to get down there. It's like depending where it is, £14, £16 round trip. So it's always this thing, is it worth me going? So I'm not sure whether to go to the first one just in case it's dead, but I don't know. I think I might just get the first one out of the way. I always do this thing of, if I go like 1 week and it's dead, I'll leave it for a few weeks then, and then I'll go after them. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm kind of feeling nervous, and not nervous in a sourcing way, like I'm out of whack, but more. I don't know. It's the same thing I'm having with us, kind of making the decision to send Lace back to school. You kind of like go, oh, but what about the virus? The virus is still out there. But I honestly, if come next week after all the riots and the protests and stuff like that, there's not a massive boost, I think we're going to be alright until the winter, I think. Because there's just been people mixing all over the gaff, ain't there? You know what I mean, in every city, all across England and Wales and Scotland or whatever. Great Britain. Yeah, Hermes. It looks like now, I've been keeping an eye on it every morning. I checked it before I came out for a run. It looks like they've now found all the parcels and they're on their way to their destinations. It's only took them 10 days. I woke up to a message this morning, like a long capital letter message from this guy who was waiting for an M&S coat. I have received the coat. You used my Hermes. What did you expect? Blah blah blah, or whatever. So, whatever. Can't be bothered even getting into that kind of discussion with arsehole customers. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel I need to get out, and I think I need to have some kind of meditation or some kind of, I don't know. Like I've got myself a rolling stretch pin that I'm going to start using. I think I'm going to run every other day. I'm going to start using, because I have like proper pains. Like tonight, after I've had a run this morning, I'll be sitting watching TV with the wife tonight, and my back and my shoulders and my legs and everything will be hurting. So I need like a period. I need to start doing stretching. I'm not that young buck who can go out running without stretching now. I need to do some stretching. But yeah, it's the same like I'm thinking about the charity shops. Just go, see what it's like. If it's busy, if you feel uncomfortable, come home and don't go again for a while. You know, it's as easy as that. But my head, I get down like a weird little wormhole, like back into my childhood. And it's such a, I probably need someone to drill into my head. I think a few months ago, what was it? I talked about, I mean, it was a while back. I talked about that I went to start some kind of counselling thing. The problem is, I'll be honest, I kind of signed myself out of it. I went to one session, and it was like a group session, and it was all right, but it was kind of like, here you go, here's like these things you can use to, which I kind of already know. I've seen them online. I watch a lot of like YouTube stuff and stuff about the mind, because I know I overthink. And like, they just gave you like some leaflets, like, I already know this shit. And then they went, right, we'll call you again in 3 months. So like, you had the first, not 3 months, you had the first thing, and they were like getting you to do these things of, how do you feel about this 1 to 10? 10 being the most annoying. How do you feel about this about 1 to 5? Blah, blah, blah. And then you went to this session, and then they went, we'll phone you again in 3 weeks. And then they found us again in 3 weeks, and they go, after that session, after 1 to 10, how do you feel? So this is like, I don't know, 6 week, like 2 month period, and I haven't spoke to anyone yet. I'm like going, like, I have so many ups and downs during that 6 week period. I was feeling alright. You know what I mean? But I know I need to speak to someone. What I need to do, I need to make a shit ton of money on eBay and then do it private. Instead of going through this long-winded process. But anyway, I'm near my house. What day is it? Saturday 8. Nothing's going on. Yeah, the vlog this week, it's pretty pants because I just haven't, not much going on. Next week, hopefully I'll be sourcing. But this past week, I've just been going through my death pile of stock. Just going through all the stock that I had. And taking photos and listing. That's what I've been doing all week. So it's not been a very particularly entertaining week. Nothing to really talk about. I could get into the protests and the extreme left, but I'm not going to. So I'll see you later. Right, what up YouTube? It is Sunday. How are you doing? I'm not doing much today. It's been a listing and photos kind of week. I haven't really. There hasn't been a lot to video, if you know what I mean. Michelle's just taking Lacey for a walk at the minute, so I thought I'd put a little bit of a bow in this vlog. Yeah, I apologise. It's not the most like amazing vlog in the world. It's just a lot of me chatting balls. But as I was saying, I must have mentioned it early on in the week, about Lacey going back to school. We've spoke to her about it. We've been up and down about it, but we think she's gonna. Well, yeah, she's going back to school tomorrow. It won't be a normal school day. It's just going to be. I don't know. I'm not even sure what they'll be doing, but she'll at least be interacting with different people apart from us three. I think it's all social distance and stuff like that. But yeah, she's excited, but she's apprehensive. I think it's the same with all of us. I'm glad for her, but at the same time, like, is she gonna be alright? I hope she's fine. I'm sure she'll be absolutely fine. But we'll see. I'm not worried about the virus. I'm sure everything will be fine. But I'm going to be going out this week as well. Shell's actually been given tomorrow off. Not tomorrow. What day is it? No, she's in work tomorrow. She's been given Tuesday off. So I'm going to go sourcing Tuesday. I'm going to give Wolverhampton a go and see what happens, see what's open, see what the shops are like. I'm hoping charity shops are open. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of just getting back to normal. I think, like, from what a dance teacher's saying, Lacey could be going back to dance class in July. So looks like everything's going back to normal, but just with a bit of social distance. Car boots, I think, start next week as well. So the vlog next week should be more entertaining
I'm not promising anything, but more footage of me being out the charity shops and the car boots. It's just this week. It's been. I was thinking about it the other day. Apart from me going for a run this week, I haven't particularly, and taking the kids to the field, but I haven't been particularly out this week. I haven't been to any shops or anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave the vlog here. I think it's kind of put the thought in my head when I was doing the live, and I had a few people on the other day with Lex. I think I had Lex, Carla, and Kirsten on my live the other day. I think I'm going to do that on a weekly basis. Just invite people in. I'm going to set up like maybe some questions or a subject. I think I might set up some questions that I ask anybody that comes on live, and then maybe put a subject to the chat, and just not like, I'm not going to stick to it. If people want to talk about someone else, they can talk about something else. But maybe put like a subject in the chat. What do you want to talk about? You know, instead of me just kind of sitting there again, let's talk about it. I'm rubbish at starting conversations anyway. But also, like, I don't know, I'm thinking if I do get some hauls this week, I might do some separate haul videos. I might still stick to the weekly vlog, doing clips out and about. But yeah, I might do some haul videos this week. Maybe a top 10 sales video, I don't know. But if you have got to this point of the vlog, let me know down below. I'd really appreciate your feedback. If you prefer me doing this 1 hour kind of weekly vlog, or you preferred when I did the short kind of 8-minute, 10-minute videos of what I was getting up to, but just let me know. But yeah, this week's vlog, kind of a bit of all over the place. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster week. I haven't had much sleep. I think I've finally caught up on my sleep. Maybe. But for now, peace out, stay safe, stay beautiful. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the comments and likes and shares and all that stuff. Thank you very much.